Nice. Hey, Newt, you know what? We should check out WVPL 76. I just got an email. They're on the air. I wish I was having garlic bread. Hey, you got the chocobo.
It looks like it changes your salutor in the start menu as you unlock them, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
Consequently, we will no longer be progressing past this point.
And chocobo is peak salutar.
We're bird people.
By the way, good evening, everybody out there in Chatty Lands? Land of Chats? Chatlands?
Is that you, bird person? It is now Phoenix person. What did they do to you, BP? It is now PP.
Yeah, that's a bit too far. But I get your meaning.
I have a direct quote from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I've never actually enjoyed Rick and Morty. It's not my thing.
You just don't have a big enough brain. It's fine.
Fair. I ordered glasses for some people in my family yesterday, just online. And oh boy, do some of them have really far apart eyes. Like, one of them I couldn't enter it online.
Yeah.
Like, it was, what was it? 80, like, on the website I went to, which was, I think, it was either Clearly Contacts or one of the ones. It was 86 millimeters apart, and they were like, pupil distances aren't that far apart. And I'm just like, I'm measuring it with the calipers, and it's like, it is.
Their eyes could they've got an anti-tank gun between their eyes, huh?
Pretty much.
This must be a fascinating book, huh? Look, let's ponder the book, for a moment.
I'm imagining it's like a wizard spell book.
And
he has to read it every day.
And back to the book, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, he has to read it every day, otherwise, oh, I forgot my spells.
Meanwhile, the bird is like, I would like a seed and a large pepis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Give me the pepis.
I do like how they made the bird's head look like a skull.
Yeah. I like how it has human hands.
Well, yeah. They're mostly human heads. It's a bird tar.
Have you ever...
bird tar.
Have you ever seen one of those birds that's really, really ugly as soon as it's born, but it's just so ugly that it wraps around and it becomes charming and cute in its own way?
Vaguely, but I tend
That's
to
what
find
this thing is. Oh my god, my compliment made him stand two full feet taller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got any goob, Chris?
I got like 2.8 goo, but I usually save it for when I'm thirsty.
I'll tell you what, I have 10k, you contribute 2k to the April Art Goob Drive Challenge, and I will...
What's the Goob Drive challenge for, and how do I contribute?
Oh right, I did this with Stuka. I did not do this with you. If we raise 6 million goob, an artist will draw art for us. And they're a good artist. I think it's a Legionnaire or an Ox person. But anyway, at the first break, I will pay for the water break. It's on me, buddy.
Nice.
The end pieces of garlic bread are good. Don't get me wrong. But I have officially polished them off, and now I am down to middle pieces, which are superior.
So you know what I do with the middle pieces? I make burgers. But you know how there's a lot of butter in the center?
Yeah.
Well, you know how there's splatter guards you can put over frying pans?
Yeah.
Well, what you do is the same way you melt the cheese on burgers. When you put the cheese on top and you put a lid on top, we'll leave the splatter guard there. Put the garlic bread on top, butter side down, onto the splatter guard. Put a lid on top of that, and it'll just warm the bread up enough. Like, it won't toast it, but it'll just warm it up nicely. Melt the butter, and then you put the burger on that. And it's real good. I've done that like 4 times in the past month. Mostly because I bought a package of burgers.
The splatter guard is what your mom calls the pair of jeans she wears to concerts.
Oof. Oof, that'd be rough. I hope these are sit-down concerts with couches, because... Oof.
I was making a joke about...
I know, and I'm making a joke about Depends. My mom's old. Like real old. Hey, we're in a house. This is your house.
How old is she? Holy crap, that is one prolific delay.
Yes, it is.
Could be because I didn't reload, but who knows.
Is the stream still on the title screen?
No, it isn't.
Okay, it finally isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't updating. You gotta refresh to
Okay.
get it back to life.
Yeah. So, by the way, thanks everybody for all the Goob donations. It'll go to a Goob cause.
I'm gonna go talk to a monster truck.
And Newt's gonna go talk to a monster truck. How's everybody doing today?
Gravedigger.
Are we doing great or are we doing gravy?
Haunts. I am doing garlic butter. Straight intravenous.
I wouldn't do that, but I can understand why.
Get a steak for when your life is at stake.
Ooh, I'll buy a steak.
Make any vampire quickly retire.
When you have the kind of money I have, it's better to have it and not use it.
Carved at midnight on the
Than to need it and not have it.
They're cheap.
Wait, how do you carve all of them on midnight at the solstice?
The steaks are exquisite, I must admit. What else do
I
you
don't
sell?
know.
Holy icons.
Wouldn't that be 2
miraculous
steaks a
Marys,
year?
Salt.
Kinda, yeah.
Table salt?
Unless you got like
Consecrated,
150
but the
people.
Steaks, I tell you, sir. Ever since they buried the magician, they've been selling like hotcakes. Anyone with some sense buys them.
Do you believe in all of this?
I'm glad you're doing fine.
I
Zeus is a
believe
goose.
in money. And if people are willing to buy a stick out of fear, then who am I to argue?
This buried magician, is it Shulsky?
I think so. It makes no difference to me what his name was.
Yeah, who cares about the Schultz?
For him, steaks are not enough. We need to call the Pope.
Don't tell anyone or I'll lose my livelihood.
Vampires? I don't think so.
What do you mean? The dead rising at the cemetery? They must be vampires.
Vampires are salutors attracted by blood and sizzling passion. There's nothing interesting for them among the dead.
It's what people believe that matters.
Evening, Frozen. And Mayor
Goodbye.
Emperor.
I hope the vampires don't take revenge on you.
They have no interest in me. I'm anemic.
Oh, of course.
Please, tell your friends. On Wednesdays,
That's how that
I
works.
sell 4 steaks for the price of 2.
He's practically giving them away. I want to see if there's anything I can... Oh yeah, this guy I listened to and didn't tip.
Mm-hmm.
What is this foolishness? Open this gate!
Right. No one can keep us from entering the cemetery. It's a free country. Well,
Yeah.
How long are you going to keep wagging your chins? If it's closed, it's closed! Oh, Mr. Shulsky, finally.
Volshultsky.
Why is the cemetery closed?
I won't talk about it out here in front of these boors. Come inside.
you're letting him in, Gravedigger? What the hell is going on?
Yeah, they had an appointment.
Shut your mouths or I won't open till Judgment Day. This is about your father, you know.
All right, let's see what this is about.
Bah!
What did
BattleTech
my
tabletop
father
is
do this
really
time?
swingy.
I've got two pieces of news, so to speak. There's bad news, and I'm not sure what the other one is. Which do you want to hear first?
There's bad news, and then there's valid news. They're the same news.
What's the other news? Well, the zombies are really increasing tourism. What's the bad news? I lost my glasses.
What's the news you're not sure about?
Takes a lot of
One night,
effort
I went
to farm
out and
zombies
saw the dead
and grow them up.
lying around. But not in their places, you know? In the pathways. And then I saw their graves dug up, as if the dead crept right out of the ground.
And these bodies are still lying here?
No, of course not. You can't do that. But if you want to learn more about the case, they might come out again tomorrow night. People are starting to talk about resurrections and the end of the world.
What about the other news?
Today some rebel rousers came here and started making
I have an
trouble.
idea what's happening
They
here.
ravaged your family tomb.
What do you
Gas
mean
from the
ravaged?
sewers, perhaps, or just gas from the
I couldn't
corpses?
believe it either.
No,
I
overall.
sent you a note immediately.
So you know how his father died,
Resurrections
and his
now
father had
these
salutors?
Yeah.
Judgment
Maybe
wonder
they're
if
all
any of
loose.
to be upon us,
Yeah.
you know?
Supposedly they fade away, but then he had a lot of them, so it's possible they just go elsewhere, but having that many
Yeah.
means probability.
Especially if he had some that he didn't quite like
Goodbye.
tame,
Get
maybe?
rid
I
of
don't know what the right
this
word would be.
scum at once.
Admire the view. There are some shady characters hanging around the family tomb. The Pulaski... Holy! Gravedigger couldn't chase them off, so he closed the cemetery to visitors. While
Oh, the
waiting
whole
for me to
cemetery
stop-
is their family?
While waiting for me to stop hiccuping.
Yeah.
No, I'm guessing that they're closing it because all the bodies...
Grave robbers? Yeah.
No, all the bodies popping out of the ground.
It could be due to grave robbers. That'd be the more rational explanation.
It would, but corpse gases have been known to do that.
Yeah. You know, at one point
Pretty
in time, I
birdie.
knew where my what the hell's that thing called? My house coat was. I just don't know where my house coat is anymore.
Pretty birdie.
It hungers. It hungers for the souls of men. And children. Men and children. Like Batman.
I will come back because I don't want to advance the plot. I don't want to do a main objective when I can't do the junior objectives.
I mean, what happens if you just eat a whole lot of beans then instead, Zeus? Frozen Hawk. It's not ghosts and demons. They're all like salutors, which is like sinful emotions made manifest.
Or just creatures attracted to them.
Well, I thought they were due to like a person having a sinful emotion is like how they come about, and that the thaumaturge accepts those emotions as part of themselves. That's why this guy's mental state just kind of goes wonky.
I'm not sure. Anyway, this guy gave up his spirit to God on September 3rd. The procession of the body to the Pulaski Cemetery will take place on Friday. From his home at Milne Street, the bereaved wife invites the family and all well-wishers to the somber rite. The crumpled newspaper pages ooze with someone's cool, cynical calculation. They use the obituary page as a map to find those waiting to be dug up. Oh, crap, you called it.
I mean, that might just be the person who's affected by the salutor too. We'll find out.
Yeah, so I feel like we're not going to advance this until I come here and catch them in the act, right?
Yeah.
It's not hard to see what the harmful fads and entertainment from the West has spread amongst our youth, and right under our noses, too. I'm talking here, for one, about the infamous teacher who was giving lessons on how to twitch in frenzied fits, and he had the gall to accept money for it. Fortunately, owing to a few vigilant parishioners and my own intervention, this shameful demoralization will soon cease.
Nothing can be kept secret from
Screw
me.
their dancing.
Notes on how to compose a sermon. There's something going on at 18 Ford Smenterna Street that the priest worried about being a potential pernicious fad from the West. At Smerta Street lives ballet master Jan Wasaki, who teaches evening classes where people can learn energetic Western dances. However, parishioners who are not fond of the new fad have forced him to cease his activities. So now is the last moment to enroll.
No.
Good to know.
1900s K-pop.
I want to be a dancer.
They're going to learn how to swing. All that swing. And I'll also learn the chaplain. The Charlie chaplain.
Let's look around for evidence.
Not too many sparkles in the air in the graveyard.
Nope.
We might have to wait till tonight for the air to start sparkling.
No sparkles.
With the souls of the damned. Oh, no, in the corner there. Can we just not get into that area?
I can get up there if I really wanted to.
No, but I mean those sparkles at the bottom. Like, where is that?
In there, I think.
Maybe.
Oh, darn it. Look at him.
I think he's a real, temperamencer.
I'll show you how you talk to magicians.
Oh, let's talk to some magicians.
Are you so eager to die, Tempermancer?
Praise their work.
I must admit that I can see some sort of vision behind this project. However, gentlemen, don't take it personally, but I can't allow you to continue this devastation. My sister spent a fortune on the engraving. She'll kill me if she finds out what happened here.
Then she'll have to get in line.
That was the most gentle I could have possibly been,
Yeah. Well, the fat one has the fewest hit points. I don't think he would ever stand that demurely. Ever. Hands behind his back? No. I can't see him ever doing that.
I don't see myself ever using planned attacks, if I'm being honest.
They're too slow?
A little bit, yeah.
Is there one of the upgrades that makes it faster?
Not that I can tell, but I could maybe use that against bosses at some point.
Maybe.
Oh, actually, yeah, I could still use it.
Man, these people have all this goop. Why didn't they just waste it on gambling like I did?
Tell me about yourself, boyos.
Well, my ma used to beat me. Because my dad used to beat me. She didn't want to feel left out. I figure that's what the guy in the middle is thinking right now. Mercury, the most I've ever had was just over 350k. And I bet it all on 99 to 1 odds. And I bet on the 1. I didn't all win. But it was worth it.
Ooh. Delay or interrupt the actions of 50 enemies achievement.
Nice. You don't get a move, boy. Oh, you don't get a move. Nope, 2 focus down. Nice. And another. You broke him. You broke him.
Owie! My tummy!
Nah, that's your
My
kidney.
tummy.
They all went for the same kidney, as is honor and tradition. You're also kind of pissing blood right now. Sadly, you lost all. Like he regained all of his focus. But yeah, you need a way to stop the bleeding, the debuffs.
I'll get there. It's okay, now everybody else is bleeding.
That's true.
Owie!
Just walk it off, Boyle. Just walk it off.
Oh. What if I gave them to him instead,
I'd be fine. Hey there, Grimace. How's it going? It's going pretty good myself.
Oh.
I can't imagine that guy continuing the fight on his own when his 2 bigger friends have just been knocked completely down around him. Happy birthday, Grimace. Congratulations on making it past the quarter-century mark.
Happy birthday, Grimy.
This guy's the final boss. That would be funny.
Yeah, we did it. I am late for my dance lesson.
Let's take a look around.
Bitch, I was gonna. Inept efforts to pry the tomb door open came to nothing. A crude tool as crude as the man who used it. The steel reverberates with a desire to destroy what is strange, corrupted by magic, and unfamiliar. Just like they were instructed by the WAS.
The that half crescent moon above the star on the sidewalk. It looks like there's 2 eyeballs in it, and it's making like a pogger's face staring upwards.
Poggers. A page, demons. WAS.
Was
My father, a demon? Fine, let them have it their way.
I like how it told you it was WAS, but on the ground there we could easily see WTA.
Oh. It
It's
was
close.
it could have just been the original Polish because they're Polish.
Yeah. No, I think those sparkles were originally on the ground. Those,
Oh, now it appears. It remembers the times of uprisings and cholera epidemics. A fresh trace of pain raises above other memories that the statue has been a silent witness to. The widower's trembling hand seeking support. Its vibrations permeate the bricks with a mixture of revulsion and grief caused by the ghastly sight of the corpse of his recently buried wife perched on her open coffin. Oh dear God, that's awful.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a rough howdy do.
The reality of grave robbing that the grave robbers don't care to think about. Oh, I gotta wait to take a dance lesson? That's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Come back some night. It'll be fine.
Oh well, this will at least help me find one that doesn't involve...
In Frozen, we haven't noticed anyone in the combat actually be dead after the combat yet.
Just probably scarred for life, huh?
That's how you make more Salutors. It's like Ross Scott said in Freeman's Mind. You know, you plant bullet seeds at around 550 feet per second and output more bullets.
Oh, I'm dumb. I can just look at what area I'm in. Cemetery.
Hmm. I mean, punitive punishment.
Punitive, huh?
Punitive, sorry. Punishment sometimes works. They're just taking a nap, stealthing in the graveyard. They don't want to be noticed. They're just pretending to be grave robbed corpses.
It's fine.
Am I a magician or what?
The last lilies from the garden, picked with the intention of bringing her joy, fell on the cobblestones when he saw her walking arm in arm with another man. The symbol of purity has been tainted with black ink. May she regret her decision. People's envy is boundless, so why would anybody care about it? The fleur-de-lis pattern is a bold move. The jacquard vest will dazzle anyone, and the ruby red will be the talk of the town. New World fashion doesn't know the virtue of modesty. Let them be envious.
Dun dun dun. I really wish he could snap his fingers like in more than just the one way. A little bit further, but it's the angel statue, I think. Yeah.
From Vitaly Gormikin's grave. On the deadly cool tombstone, the gravedigger has left words of prayer and a concern straying on the marble. The concern that the dead won't rest in peace in accord with the law of nature. It's a harbinger of the apocalypse, the third one this week. Well, obviously it's the gravedigger's trace,
It's just a minor apocalypse. It's not like a major one. Like, what's the worst that can happen? We'll put them to work. They'll have to pay more taxes. It's fine.
Zombie.
It's fine.
Zombie,
Mr.
hey.
You gave those lads by the tomb a good belting, huh? I could hear the echoes.
Thank you, but they weren't too keen to talk, and I have a few questions to ask.
Maybe I could help, you know?
Time to give this man a good belting.
What is the WAS? Those fellas at the mausoleum were connected with it.
Ah, the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. Loonies, you know. Ever since your father was laid to rest here, they've been yelling their heads off by the walls.
Where can I find their bosses? You know?
Why? Do you smell blood? There's one behind the cemetery wall inciting the crowd. Ask him. Once you have cleaned up near the mausoleum, I can open the gate.
Lunatics from the WAS. The Gravedigger says the WAS stands for the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. Their agitator can be found by the cemetery wall.
I guess we can see why it was WTS on the ground then.
The Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society has targeted my father. Normally I would say be my guest, but they're acting so nastily I put them on my blacklist. In order to learn more about them, I should find the agitator by the wall.
It's a rather grim job you've got here.
Well, you know. I'd rather do this than struggle with drunkards in a bar or bolts in a factory. The dead are calm and predictable, you know?
Usually.
Unless they start rising from the grave, that is.
Goodbye.
Good luck with the WAS, you know? Let me know when you get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. We was fighting. Fighting all the was. I think that's the guy.
Yeah, but I'm trying to not lock myself out of coming back at night. Predatory culture of the West is already digging its claws into the beating heart of the nation, the church. How many of us are choosing to visit the tabernacles of entertainment instead of worship? Even once serious institutions are turning into a circus. I am thinking, for example, of the event that will take place on Thursday in a building that has always hosted only respected people of science. And now, at a time that exactly coincides with the rosary service on the church, they're planning to put on a moving picture show, a hollow clown act designed to divert our thoughts from work, family, and religion.
Am I a magician or what?
Handwritten notes. A moving picture demonstration will be held on Thursday, much to the priest's horror.
Dun dun dun.
On Thursday, Presnitsky and his Pleograph will appear at the headquarters of the Technicians Association at 59 Polkowska Street. This will be an opportunity to see a demonstration of live photography.
Not only a sin, but an offense against God.
And those beggars. The Warsaw.
Was leaflet.
You read
The Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturgy Society has been on an important mission to combat thaumaturgy and all its manifestations in the public sphere for 3 years now. We see the activities and existence of temperomancers as a huge threat to citizens and civilization as a whole. Let us join together to prevent the growth of this festering ulcer in fabric history, which is the reign of thaumaturgists over humankind, which they've been pursuing for centuries. Support our activities with a donation. Please accept checks, cash, and in-kind donations. Please address donations to the WAS, 10 Malinarska Street, Warsaw, Poland. We also invite you to join the ranks of our society. Recruitment is always open.
Sure, I'll join. Well, the WAS is recruiting new members and collecting donations. Their headquarters is near the cemetery at Mlinarska Tilna Street.
Mercury, I've seen that movie.
Keep thaumaturgy away from holy site.
People traded souls and had a total soul collection with a combination of photographs.
Pretty neat. Bet it's
weird.
illegal though. Thoughts of the person who created the banner are roving around the fabric like lost sheep. The first one is pacing around impatiently, the second one in fear, the third is making fun of the represented ideas, the fourth is wandering in doubt. Very conflicted person, huh? Perhaps overreactionary.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, don't worry, ladies, I will, Oh, I will always stop by to see those ladies.
They've got nothing better to do with their time after all.
They said I'm a solid 10,
That's just because you beat up another ruffian.
Okay, but I was still a native 8,
It's fair.
Moving pictures. I wonder if they'll ever completely replace traditional photographs.
No.
I doubt it.
Nah. Look how complicated they are.
Yeah.
Who would ever be able to afford a machine so complicated and like technical and
Where would you even
finicky?
keep it? In your pocket?
Yeah. Huh.
I watched a moving picture.
So one thing that I found kind of interesting is you can get, especially for late at night, projectors for your phone.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They're really tiny, but
yeah.
like they're only like 13 inches across. But yeah, like the actual output picture.
Still bigger than screen camera.
Yeah, but like they're like roughly the size of your phone. You just hook them up to your phone and just like ta-da, projector.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Gentleman May issue. This season's true sensation is strong colors like dark red, deep indigo, and mustard yellow. They go exceptionally with jacquard fabrics and intriguing patterns. The authors also take a look at medieval and Renaissance inspirations in modern fashion.
Go with that dark yellow. It's the best sort of drunkard look.
Plus, if you drop your hot dog, no one will know.
Yeah, if you drink a little bit too much and just piss yourself, nobody will know. It's fine.
Is this a proper time for a visit?
Oh.
What's going on?
You won't be able to say that because your pride is too low.
Oh. Well, I am the one trying to temper myself, aren't I?
Yep.
My name is Viktor Szulski.
Sir and Madam are already in bed. Come back in the morning like someone respectable.
Fear not, I'm here for Rasputin.
I can sense he's in the drawing room.
By sense, they mean smell.
Oh shit, time passed, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go in their bedroom. Dina, can you find out what the hell that snapping noise is? I'm trying to sleep.
It's the phonograph. Don't you know? We need to replace one of the ears.
It's good to see you. Unless I'm mistaken and you've come with something unpleasant.
No, I won't bother you. We can talk next time.
Tell me. No, I don't want to talk to you.
Is always
I already did those conversation options. I don't know why they were re-highlighted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jog through your halls, so.
Those are also really big rooms.
Oh, it's not water. That's not water dripping. That's me snapping my fingers.
Oh, I'm sure it's just water dripping. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. It's just the pipes rattling. You know, they shake when it gets cold. It happens. It's fine. It's that lead pipe. You know, they didn't use enough sawdust on the wall. Never use enough sawdust.
This place sure doesn't seem locked.
It's locked in his head.
Yeah, I lost the additional objective by proceeding. I'll come back later to pay my respects.
Nah, it sounds like a plan.
Haha, get it? Because I'm never coming back.
And by pay your respects, well, maybe you'll come back with a full bladder sometime.
Oh, these guys are gonna be so dead when I'm finished with them. They're gonna have to rename themselves to Was. Wait, shit. He was a loudmouth, but I broke his mouth.
Yes. Have your wives been hysterical? Your chickens getting sick? Milk going sour for no reason.
I left my milk on the table, and I came back 3 weeks later. It was all sour.
Curses, black magic, evil energy.
This man kind of looks like he's imitating Honest Abe.
That's enough. This nonsense is making my ears bleed. Are you the one giving orders to the WAS?
Look who's here. A magician temperomancer. The enemy of humankind.
The ruiner of good fun and the vanquisher of children's smiles. I'll ask again, who is in charge of this circus?
The president told us what you are. If you want to ask him about something in person, have a look at the brochure like the others. You know how to read, right?
No. The loudmouth is just being a loudmouth. Either he says what they tell him to, or he truly believes it. He's not the one leading the Was, though. I need to get to the bottom of it.
Dun, dun,
The
dun.
loudmouth in the leaflet will lead me to my goal. I should visit the WAS, check how the recruitment is coming along, and maybe sort them out one way or the other.
Sort them all
I
out.
must disagree with some of your points.
Like what?
Wives are becoming hysterical. There's a simple answer for that.
You're all shite in bed.
If I had a half-witted husband like that, I'd lose it too.
Oof.
Better go home and think about whether you're catering to all of their needs, like real men should, rather than running around these rallies. You, when was the last time you took care of your wife properly?
It's been a while. I'll go apologize to her.
Nice.
Actually, I'll go too. To my Halincia.
See, I didn't need to make them go away.
They went away on their own.
What have you done? Who am I going to speak to now?
Me, apparently.
Yep. Oh, he just turned his back on you. Well, time to find out if he keeps a wallet in his back pocket and make your way on downtown.
We're gonna go to the WAS and D's nuts. Ahaha.
I like how they just let you right in. No door lock, nothing.
I think it's a public-facing office.
That is a huge freaking room. I can't do
Yo,
Thursdays.
I just
bridge
realized the sparkles have physics.
Neat.
Fill out
He just
forms
said
A1,
serpent people.
B, and D12. Pay the entry fee.
Hey, he's a magician.
Who's the head of this shithouse?
I am Włodzimierz Konieczny, chairman of the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society.
It looks like it's a version of
You
Vladimir.
are either extremely insolent or stupid to come here, tempermancer.
My papa liked the word temperomancer. He was very hopeful it would catch on in Polish. I'd love to see his face right now.
Can you get to the point?
Let's talk like civilized people.
You aren't civilized
You can't
people.
talk to magicians. They're non-human, like the vampires prowling the cemetery.
What do you want?
Oh. Oops.
Well,
I demand an apology. My beloved Papa's grave has been desecrated.
I won't apologize for anything. We combat black magic, which is a noble cause.
Either you apologize, or I'll smash your
I don't
face
even think I'm in the wrong here.
Baldush, let's
Nope.
go. There's no point.
that guy's
You come here
voice
to ruin me?
just sounds American.
And now I'll take a look around. Don't try
Hello,
and-
TK.
It shouldn't be this easy to topple this
I
organization.
found something. Where is it?
I know, like, I was fully expecting a fight.
I'm pretty sure there was an optional fight. Tell us about the conventions of the Masters of Thaumaturgy.
The conventions of the Master of Thaumaturgy and an appendix. Human. The basic dangers caused by thaumaturges and how to defend against them. The darkness engulfs our land gradually, first hiding in corners and alleys, to soon break out into the daylight, strong and unhindered. Therefore, we are giving the readers of this document, which will reveal to everyone the truth about what thaumaturgy is and what the threat poses to the human race. In the subsequent chapters, the following topics will be described in detail. Preface: what we know about thaumaturges, thaumaturgic physiology, skull shape, and predisposition to black magic. Conventions of thaumaturges' secret meetings, Appendix 1, on the power over minds, charms, hypnosis, and how to defend against them. 2. Victims of thaumaturges, statistics. 3. Thaumaturgy as a source of disease and pestilence in human and animals. 4. Ritualistic kidnapping of children. 5. Dealing with the serpent people. 6. Spells, incantations, and amulets against a thaumaturgy.
Oh, they've all worked so well to keep me out of here.
We encourage you to study this book carefully. A well-known enemy of the poses a far lesser threat. Hey, Ladder Maker, how's it going?
I don't know the
Going on
name
up, I
of
hope?
the author, but their work may be quite popular with the WAS. The cover, pages, and printed letters have been penetrated by sincere mockery and incredulity. Someone who browsed the book recently didn't treat it seriously. Trace
I think
familiar,
that might be
skeptical
you.
person.
Yeah, I think that might be you.
Nice. Touche. Reluctance stood in the way of finishing the work on time. Misconceptions about the task caused frustration.
Oh, by the tree, or maybe the next room.
Yeah, next room.
Oh, there's a whole lot in here.
The Noble Way, Manuscript, Chapter 1, Awakening. The desire to make the world a better place and to care for the weak should be everyone's main goal in life. It was no different for me. From an early age, I felt like I was destined for great things, although my mission would not be easy, and the road to my goal would lead through thorns and rocks. However, when I discovered the centuries-hidden truth about where all the suffering of humanity comes from, I could not remain indifferent. I decided to fight for the happiness of ordinary folk, and once and for all, get rid of thaumaturges, also known as temperomancers. Thaumaturges, the dregs of society with minds twisted by black magic, take revenge on random people for ill-perceived harm. They manipulate corrupt minds and poison souls, and all this is done in order to take twisted pleasure from the misfortune of simple people and to achieve their ever-present goal, to assume total control over the world. He devoted his whole life to fighting something he didn't know the meaning of. How sad.
I don't know, thaumaturges, they sound like they're controlling the world to me. I'm convinced.
Lady in the picture is about 30 years old. Let's see if we can increase force of word.
No, we haven't found...
Ooh, I'll come back later.
Yeah.
The World Anti-Thaumaturgy Society, London, 53-4 Knightsbridge, to Laudemir's Konechny. Thank you for the letter. We have read the report on the activities of the Warsaw Society and are impressed by the enthusiasm with which they are carried out. To answer the main question, unfortunately, despite our shared goals, we do not see the possibility of cooperation between us and incorporation of the Warsaw Society into our structure as a local branch of the WAS. Our organization would never go so far as to incite violence on this scale. We also believe that thaumaturgy can be cured, and this is the strategy we have adopted to fight back. We hope the Warsaw society will also someday mature to such conclusions. Oof, I want to have a dialogue with this guy instead.
Hey, remember, Warsaw is all about how many people died today.
Would you know the World
At the bar.
Anti-Thaumaturge Society not... Does the World Thaumaturge Society not take its Warsaw branch seriously?
No. Well, they're not even accepted by the Warsaw. They don't even accept the Warsaw.
Letter from a Prussian official. The letter from a Prussian official expressing gratitude for providing valuable information and mentioning the money Vladimir's received for his help.
Follow the money.
Is exchanging letters with the underground, who want to use the burgeoning WAS militia for a revolutionary cause in exchange for a generous donation. Do I know someone I could share this information with in order to cripple the WAS?
Oh yeah, that girl who was smuggling bullets. Wait, no, I mean the police officer who arrested her. What's she got to say?
Hello.
Hello. Can I help you?
Do you roam cemeteries and fight vampires too?
What? No, I'm new here. They've only had me paint some banners for now.
I've seen them. I can tell you're
talented.
It's just doodling.
What's an interlocutor? Somebody who is interfering?
Maybe. Maybe it's in your journal?
Oh, it's just somebody who speaks.
Oh, okay. It's one of those old forgotten words.
What do you want, Tempermancer?
I'll be back.
I don't have anything more to say for now.
But don't leave town.
Guess you can go to the grave. No, we never go to the graveyard.
I can follow some thoughts.
Into the mailbox.
It belongs to a certain Mr. and Mrs. Kraguki. It appears to be less frequented. Apart from the denouncing letters for the Okrana, the mailbox is filled with Missy Slauska's deliberation and doubt whether anyone actually reads the messages she delivers on a regular basis. The woman
Against the agenda.
Alright.
Or go ahead. Misalava, the woman I met at the WAS headquarters, is secretly snitching on them to the Okarana.
I think that's the secret police.
Yeah. However, her romantic notion of spy's work has been confronted with reality. I could easily solve this conflict with the anti-thaumaturgists, but it would be at the cost of giving her up to Wolod's.
How about no?
Yeah, that sounds like a bad plan.
Well, I help her.
We're against the secret police. We stand for a free Poland.
No, I can turn him into the police, or I can turn her into him for being a traitor.
Was that it?
Which I am obviously not going to do. Let's talk to her about it, though.
Is there anything else you want to ask?
I know about your little secret. You don't work here out of passion, do you?
Is it necessary to enjoy one's job?
You work for someone else, don't you? For the Russians, not the WAS.
You must be crazy. I don't snitch to anyone. Leave me alone.
That was easy.
I have a document that might compromise Mr. Konieczny.
Why should I care?
Your supervisors will be keenly interested in this evidence, I presume.
But I've told you.
Just take this letter and do what you deem right with it. I'm sure it will help you get a better assignment than this one.
Well, just leave it with me. But I still don't know what you're talking about.
Miss Laska, the Ocarina's mole within the WS, eventually decided to deliver the letter to her employers. The Ocarina will soon receive evidence incriminating Lord Samir's subversive views. It shouldn't take too long for the efforts to become apparent. Thus, I can consider this issue a was.
What are you sniffing around here for?
I thought the Ochrana would be interested in your activities and sent them
Yep, I gotta go gawk.
materials.
There's gonna be a fight. I hear the music building.
Organization gets its funding from the socialists. So the Ochrana sent me Chiswava to you. Your snitch is just now strolling over to them, carrying all the evidence.
Liar.
Do you see her anywhere around here?
You will regret this, magician. There won't be a place on Earth that will hide you from the wrath of the righteous.
It's so bloody
Just don't send
unnecessary
your boys to the cemetery
to gloat like
and
this.
send me a postcard from the Citadel.
Also, I'm gonna go take a shit on your desk.
And steal your light bulbs. All of them. Every single one of them. Would that be the worst or the worst ever guess? If when they stayed over at your house, they just left and took every single light bulb.
Oof. I would be delighted to find that out.
Yeah, even the ones in the fridge and the stove and the microwave.
Delighted, get it?
Yeah, you open up your fridge, it's dark. You open up your microwave, it's
Sweet
dark.
Jesus, don't scare me. I'm just here to see if the dead are lying down as they should.
First of all, the WAS won't mess around here anymore.
Did you send them to hell, where they belong?
6 feet under.
I turned the matter over to the secret police. Now the Ochrana will deal with them.
Ha! They'll bring them a fate worse than death. That's the way. But now that it's all over, would you be so kind as to make a donation?
I found these rings in one.
Of course.
I
And
found
to
these
make
rings.
sure important notices reach you as quickly in the future.
In one of these graves I dug up.
I wonder
you may
what
have
the
them.
ramifications
I'll
of this
be
are.
gracious. Please write a letter to my sister. She'll send
Well,
me a check.
Your sister will
Thank
remember
you
this.
for looking kindly on an honest man. If you do expire someday, I'll get you the most exquisite.
Oh,
piece.
yes.
God bless Mr. Shulsky.
Hopefully it will be soon one day.
Riding,
That way I will not be dead either.
Riding on a hearse, you can whip your purse.
Hey, hearses are great cars. They have a bed in the back.
I wonder if maybe they were just digging up, So wait, what was I don't know what the cause of the corpses getting dug up was. I mean, we do, but we didn't touch on that in the quest, did we?
They were trying to probably throw shame onto the thaumaturgists. And also get money. Because remember, this guy was trying to get as much money as he could.
That is true.
2 rocks, 1 stone. Or in this case, 2 guys, 1 shovel. Oh, yeah.
That sounds awful. 2 guys can't do anything anymore with one. 2 guys are no longer allowed to do something with one thing on account of the internet.
No, it's fine.
Now
it's
there's
fine.
a minimum of 1 thing per person.
No.
It's no wonder that virtuous citizens find ragtime suspicious. Merriment undoubtedly leads to moral decay. Get off your high horse, Shulsky.
Yeah, people are not allowed to be happy because then, you know what else is going to happen? they're not going to be contrite and guilty like true Catholics. They have to be guilty all the time. That's required. Required. Now sit down and enjoy your gravy. We made it fresh just last week. Served on top of dehydrated gravy biscuits. Mm.
Oh. Piles of garbage, including human waste. Fallen women tempt passers-by with their well-worn bodies, and the windows are patched with rags. Sounds like a good vacation spot to me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bother. I thought for sure you were going to start trying to read it.
No, I skipped out that time. I can learn slowly. If I must. If I have to.
I guess.
Our Father, who art in heaven, praised be thy sins. And I forget the rest of it.
Something about bread.
Yeah.
Pharmacy gauze package. Hygroscopic gauze sterilized. Discarded dressing container. Adrenaline pulses through the veins, drowning out the concern about his brother. Blood mixes with the dust on his skin and clots at the touch of ice. The firm pressure on the wound is like reassurance that he's right there. When they're together, no one can beat them. Today, they will claim another victory and reap its rewards.
Okay, so that sounds like a pickpocket with a mark. Like a mark, and basically it's a two-person pickpocket scheme. I'm hungry.
No, it sounds like he was actually injured, though.
Maybe.
Witnesses wanted. Anyone who provides information about the place and promoters of illegal fistfights in the city, assists in the capture of the brothers known as Soup and Red-Eyed Law, will be given 50 rubles. You can come forward at any police station. I want to go fight. Announcements with passages written in red font. The police are clearly desperate. They're looking for promoters of illegal fight and the fighters who take part in them, especially the brothers.
How do you get a nickname of Soup?
Probably something to do with your brains.
Maybe.
You're not from round here, I can see.
Ah!
Hello. Is this a bad time?
It is a bad place, fancy boy. It is for the locals.
I got it. I'll see myself out.
Ah!
Time to go back in.
You again? You are looking for trouble, I swear to God.
I got it. I'll see myself out.
Okay, I'm gonna save and go in one more time.
Yeah. Maybe he'll never expect you opening the door after leaving a third time.
Buddy, you promised. Come on, you make me look bad. Alright, I'll see myself out.
So I got lost on the way out the door.
You are looking for...
I got it.
Surely there's an achievement for doing this 50 times, right? There has to be.
900. It's 999 times. It was taken by inspiration from Square Enix, like by Wonders as the Jump Rope Challenge.
God damn it. I fixed stockings.
64 was blown in the street. Apartment 26. 50 manis.
I'm gonna go get
all
my
the
stockings
stockings
fixed. Yay, laundry. What an odd place to have absolutely nothing. But I guess it fills the scenery out.
Set dressing, yeah. That street would be hellish to walk in.
A battered and neglected instrument, but still able to produce a sweet melody.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh!
Just come back. I forgive you. A basement. There's a basement dwelling.
Yeah, but it's locked. Drinking
Public
spirits
announcement.
causes death. Vodka causes poverty. Prostitution causes venereal disease. Choose health, use soap. I can't disagree with any of that.
That's all Western propaganda. What are they going to tell us next? That smoking is bad for you? We all know it helps improve the lungs. Opens up the lungs for better breathing. You cough out the bad poison and in with the good air. Oh sure, brothers! The 11-hour workdays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in German and English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike on September 13th. Put down your tools and join for the fight for our future.
I still have no clue what the date is.
The date is today and the time is now.
Pawn shop. Buy, sell, exchange. Pawn, loans, pledge anything. Open from dusk till dawn.
What will we find in here? Special goods?
Oh, I'm not interested in buying anything. I just want to touch stuff to get people's secrets, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I just need to touch your stuff and then I'll be on my way.
Hello.
Hello, hello. How can I help you, sir? Are you buying? Pledging?
Art, cards, old farts, top coats, ski, jewelry.
What about your father's ashes?
Do you remember Mieszko Setsemin? He was a lone shark around here.
And you're asking me because?
No reason.
Setsemin died a long time ago. They say someone attacked and shot him. Terrible tragedy. Terrible. Even talking about him might bring bad luck. And so, life goes on here in Powiśle.
Goodbye.
I think that was a threat. I think that was a threat.
Goodbye.
Notice the way he said, that you might get bad luck if you talk about that loan shark who got shot.
Oh.
Terrible
Real
business.
tragedy. Ooh, a moonshine bar. I should go in there.
We try. Yeah, we haven't been there before. Let's see what it's about.
Yeah.
Oi, fucker, toss us a cig.
What if I could? I know that feeling, huh? Man, I sure could use a drink, huh?
That's why you should always care.
You're looking for trouble, I swear to God.
Oh no, that was the other guy.
I'll see myself out.
You should always carry yourself a package of cigarettes with every single filter removed and just hand them out freely to the people who want them.
Yeah.
Just give them that good, unfiltered goodness.
Why? What a mean thing to do.
Hey, they wanted a free cigarette. There's a reason these are free.
Sometimes it's good to obscure your view with a cloud of smoke. There's nothing worth looking at here anyway.
Ooh, what's that? A photograph. It depicts a young man posing in a studio. Words of disbelief seeped into the surface of the paper when she saw him after he had gone to the barber. Is it really you? Without the beard, it's like you're a different person. I like the beard.
Police report. Read it, and then we will take our first 5-minute break.
Yeah. September 3rd, 1905. Srodomansky District. Report. At 11 p.m., I started my rounds from Grybowska Street. The gate at 10 Grybowska Street was unlocked, and I informed the caretaker. At midnight, at the intersection of Krolowski and Ozlowski Streets, I saw a group of Romani who were fixing it to pitch a tent near the square. I ordered them to leave. They headed in the direction of Holsleys. I continued my rounds without incident. Mikhail Roboski.
Growkowski, a document signed by a district officer. A Romani caravan recently passed through the district. Alright, everybody. We will be back in about 5 minutes.
Sounds like a plan. See you all in a moment or two. Doops. Just look at all that goob roll in. I think we've donated close to 350, almost 400,000 goob tonight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give goob. It's the goob thing to do. Nice. I'm guessing all of you have watched the video on what goob is, right? Nice. I was so sad when the YouTube channel got hacked. There's still some videos of yesteryear that I'm waiting to go back up, like the LA Noir ones. Yeah. I assume as muchly as I can assume I can. I hope we can make it to 2 mil at the end of the night. That'd be like awesome. If I could donate any goop right now, I could, but I cannot. Mostly because I have none.
Hello.
Hello. Have you realized we've had almost 400,000 goop donated tonight?
Oh, that's just the totals, my dude. That's not.
No, oh, that's just the totals people popped up to.
Yeah. That's why it said I donated 4,000 total, but you can only donate 2,000 at once.
Okay.
Per stream.
Well,
That's how
I'm a
they
little
get
dumb
you.
then. I'm a little dumb then.
That's how those
But
bastards
today,
at the BPL force you to suck up their content with a straw. Meanwhile, the fat cats behind the desks are getting richer and richer, and the people are getting more and more agitated by the...
a little bit of that, yep. My kidneys don't like me today.
Is somebody sobbing?
Yeah, the person on the ground you're stepping on top of.
She's not on the ground.
No, the one that you just walked through, not her. The one sitting by the bags. On the south.
Oh. Wow, okay, now maybe she's crying because nobody even notices that she exists.
She literally said her kidneys are hurting her today.
The Sanitas drugstore, storage of pharmacy materials and trade of household goods and novelties. I certify that Rosh Sokolsky purchased household ice maker, annual subscription for ice, 2 kilograms a month, and 20 pieces of gauze, for which he paid in full.
Were they silver?
Did you know that like 20% of the bandages that the United Kingdom buys for the National Healthcare Service have silver in them?
20 pieces of silver. Done and done. Chocobo, but the goal is every day you become that little bit less dumb. That's the goal.
Buy workwear, sweatshirt, daily courier, lamp oil, tobacco. Take the clothes to the laundry. Pick up a parcel from Mrs. Merlowska. Bring the inkwell. It's in the third drawer from the top on the white cupboard.
That seems like a bad idea to store an inkwell in a white cupboard.
It's fine. Shut up. It's
That's
fine.
soon to be a what's that cow pattern called? A mottled pattern. Mottled.
Polka dot.
A black and white cupboard.
Watch.
Oh, there's something over here.
I'm reporting on the suspicious behavior of 2 brothers living in number 2. The Sokolsky brothers, Vaclaw and Roke, often return long after the gates have been closed by jumping over the wall. They come back at different times, so before I can catch them in the act, they're already in the apartment and claim to have been asleep the whole time, while Vaclaw smiles mockingly and winks at me with those red eyes of his.
I like how you read that poster from the wrong side of the fence.
Yeah, the denunciation of residents of a tenement house written sloppily on cheap paper. Apparently the Sokolsky brothers often return to their apartment at night. Figured. Legal night fights taking place at 5 Bialakowska Street attract a manner of all face-punching enthusiasts and attention from the police. However, the brothers remain elusive.
Evening, Laughing Man.
No. Oh,
I hope you're having a good day.
I thought I was stuck.
I'm sure it'll be fine. At least we've not had any other issues in other games recently where you've gotten stuck on the ground but unable to move for 10 minutes.
Up. So...
You know, it's a funny story in history. At the moment, it sucked, but historically, it's a kind of a funny story. Brooch, a lost brooch with a green eye. She fell to the ground, and the brooch fell from her collar. They say it's her favorite dress, dyed with Chiel's green. That's bad for her. Maybe they're right, but she's already 60 years old. She doesn't have much left. After all, you have to die of something.
Is wearing green a bad idea or something?
Let me look that up.
You do that while I go to this breathalyzer convention. They're showing off breathalyzers. So.
Yeah. Oh, it's cupric hydrogen arsenate.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe that's what's in Shields Blue.
Uh, Possibly. It's related to Paris green. Oh, they used arsenic because it had a very nice green color.
They just leave the brothel empty during the day. Nobody, just open door, nobody tending the place.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Boils are always fun. I've only ever been to Boil one, yeah.
Letter. August 23rd, 1905. Dear Ignacia, I am tremendously grateful for the favor. Without your help, poor Antos would have been lost. You may ask what prompted him to take such a desperate step. Well, it started with a night of heavy drinking and a visit to a tarot reader. Oh dear, I was holding the button down, huh?
Yes.
All at the behest of the old madman Casimirs. It's unheard of. Madame Lulu looked into the cards, predicted an imminent trip for Casimirs, and a few days later he receives a call to join his father, who has urgent need of him in London. For Antos, Madame Lulu's prediction was that if he put all his eggs in one basket, he would lose his family fortune. The wretched boy panicked, convinced that the madam had made another correct prediction. By the way, I heard that our tarot reader will soon come to Warsaw and will be staying there for a month. You'll have the opportunity to test her effectiveness yourself.
The real trick.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go finish.
I wish you continue in good health and hope to see you soon, John.
The real trick is to give all your money to the fortune tellers, and that way you won't lose it all.
Yeah. Pages written on expensive paper hidden in a torn envelope. The letter contains suggestions that a tarot reader, Madame Lulu, successfully predicts the future.
And it just so happens that that boy doesn't even exist anymore, and there's no records of him to find. He lost all his money that hard. Because no one would make up a story just for money. That's unconscionable.
Unconscionable.
Or how do you say that word?
Unconscionable.
Unconscionable. Okay.
Josefa Nowinska's funeral parlor in Warsaw, 16 Targowa Street, offers first-rate decorations and arranges funerals from the humble to the extravagant, just like I did the last time we read this advertisement.
Oh wait, can you take that advertisement to the graveyard and say, "Well, I found a better rate than you"?
Dig that up.
Yeah, I need more competitive rates. When I die, I need the cheapest thing money can buy. Hey, is that a short person or a child?
Huh. Good question.
Or is he just legless?
Oh, he's kneeling.
Okay.
Madame Lulu, a tarot master of global renown, receives customers at midnight at the inn under the Pheasant, located on Broward Street. Small printout with an illustration depicting a woman in a Romany outfit. Madame Lulu receives customers at Under the Pheasant Inn. At midnight, I can visit the reader at the inn. She's just read the Warsaw on it, and she's magic.
I gotta be back in 2 seconds. I just got something in my eye.
You bastard.
I know, right?
Oh my god, I am gonna wait for Chris to come back before we buy some pierogi. Smuggles? I don't know nothing. The new latrine is indeed popular. I accidentally advanced the plot. I just wanted to go look for stuff. Man, don't you hate when you accidentally destroy a Bronze Age petty kingdom? That is like, ugh, you know? It's like, ugh. Like when I cause a society to collapse, it's like, ah, Wednesdays, am I right?
Oh, I'm back. Wow, that smarted. Ouch.
Shulsky went to look at the docks.
Oh, the ducks?
Yeah, there was a cutscene. There was pierogies, and I was gonna eat the pierogies, but I was like, nah, I'll wait for Chris to eat the pierogies. So I went to the docks.
Nice. Thank you. I have some pierogies in my freezer, but I'm gonna make them later.
New friend.
Ooh, what kind of friend did we find? What kind of friend? Oh yeah!
Isn't that the one that I was chasing before? That drove me insane almost?
Maybe?
Morana. Hello. Let's see what brought you here. I felt something. Where is it?
On one of the riverbanks in Pavisley, I saw a ghastly woman in a soaked slip standing up in her ankles in the water. Morana. The gaze of the goddess of death and new beginnings made my blood freeze. I want to know more about her.
Wait, if Salutors are gone and you take them with you when you die, if you take the god of death with you when you die, do you just make a whole bunch of zombies?
I don't know.
People aren't allowed to die anymore.
Paimon is the one that broke me. Morana or Marzana. For Slavs, she's the personification of both passing and rebirth, the lady of new beginnings. I still haven't found a freaking word one I can collect, though. That's a problem.
We'll find them eventually. Hey, let's share the view. The smell of the docks. You can taste it.
Oh, my clothes now smell like the docks.
Yeah, tastes like sewage.
Please, step back. This is a crime scene.
No.
I can see that. Am I wrong? Or does the deceased have no eyes?
Yeah, no eyes, all right. And why would there be? He's the fisherman's sixth victim.
Hey, Rogulski, cut the chit-chat. And you, 3 steps back. Go on.
Pavisley is haunted by the fisherman, a killer who abandons his victim on the riverbank, gutted like fish.
Is the fisherman some local criminal?
Get out of here while I'm still asking nicely.
Oh.
Easy, I'm
You notice the subtle thread of interlocutors. Holy crap, how is anybody supposed to read that?
Throng of onlookers.
Hey, we're the police. We're just going to kick the body into the water and this crime is solved. Don't worry about it.
I want to fight.
What now? Fuck, Rogulski. Do I need to take care of everything? Watch the distance. Stand back. Stand back! No trespassing on the crime scene.
Tell me more.
Hey,
what now? Fuck, Rogulski. Do I need... Stand back.
These people are not as raring to fight as they make it themselves out to be.
Yeah.
The unfinished painting seems to depict a body lying on the riverbank. Rust-colored splashes and sharp outlines convey the idea that determined every brushstroke. Human life is worth as much as the words of a poet written in sand.
It's obviously completely unknowable who made that painting.
Move
Completely
a little
unknowable.
to the left, will you? You are blocking my view.
What are you doing here? Drawing an illustration for a newspaper?
For myself, as a local artist. I'm Cayetan.
Do you specialize in still lives?
Yes, you might say that. Here in Povishla, nothing interesting's ever happened. But there you go. Murders with an artistic twist. Very inspiring material.
He did it. A nice but slightly odd person, he seems completely indifferent to things that preoccupy ordinary people. The only thing that excites him is painting murder victims.
Povishla doesn't seem like a pleasant place to live.
Is life itself pleasant? I don't think so.
Hey, wasn't that
Even those mutilated bodies, they have no eyes. As if the
Wasn't it-
murderer tried to say there's nothing to see here.
Wasn't that suit maker looking for inspiration?
So you're saying that nothing matters?
We got about 115 pounds of it right here.
Once misfortune brought me to this river. I wanted to end my life. But the river wouldn't have me and threw me back on the bank.
Oof.
I decided to stay around.
Kayatan told me quite bluntly that he tried to take his own life once by plunging in the river, but it wouldn't have him.
What exactly do you paint?
Dead bodies.
Someone might say the dead deserve respect.
I'm saying that both life and death are meaningless. You are blocking my view.
I'll go now.
Wouldn't the better way to say that is that you're preserving their memory?
I don't know. At least he's honest.
Yeah. What's this ache?
I think he's saying the dead deserve exactly as much respect as the living.
Yeah, you can take it in a few ways. I think there was still something more up north you could have explored. But there's these things on the
candles for the victims. Feelings carry despondency and doubts about the sense of paying tribute to the dead float in the air along with the threat of smoke. There's no mourning here, just pure resignation.
Hey, look, there's a free boat in the water.
Nice.
It's at the bottom, but it's free.
Yeah, I already went up there.
Oh, you couldn't go further?
Look at the mini-map,
I don't trust mini-maps anymore. Mini-maps? No, they're mini-lies.
Mini-maps? More like mini-craps, huh?
Yeah. That's a night thing.
Yep. I immediately feel warmth spreading through my body. I want to take a nap and wake up with a view to the view of a freshly filled platter in front of me. I know the feeling.
Pierogi, homemade pierogi. Remember, boil.
I'm hungry, the guy says with a big plate of it in front of him.
Yeah. And there's a guy just sitting in the wagon. He paints bodies down by the river.
Down by the river.
Is that like a CCR song?
I'm not sure.
Man, I haven't listened to them for a long time. I should give it a go again. I used to listen to them a fair bit, but then I just forgot to buy their CDs.
Area.
Sorry, I'm a little quieter today. I had to wake up super early and take my landlords to the airport at 3 a.m.
Oh well.
I could not fall asleep after that. It's been a bit of a rough day.
You're not dancing enough, content monkey.
I know, I must dance harder.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
When an area is enveloped in red fog, it's a sign that the Oupir wants to show you something. Go where the fog is thinner, stay away from places where it gets thick, and remember the Oupir doesn't like to be ignored. If you go into the fog, the vision will disappear.
Oh. Interesting. Stay at the thin fog. Oh, there is no premonitions here. I think you have to go north.
I'll be first. You'll see.
Slow
Thin
down.
fog, thin
You'll
fog.
Get your clothes all dirty.
I think that also means avoid the red areas.
No, that's just the lighting from the lamp.
Victor says nothing.
That kid. It's me. My mother thought I'd lost my mind. So did Liga, I guess. And that, as we know, didn't happen until much later. I didn't remember that Aboritsa was there too. He must have been. After all, he'd laughed at me later for wetting my pants. It was my birthday. Was it then that you chose me?
Interestingly late to introduce a new mechanic like that.
Jesus, the computer, the game was struggling there for a second.
Yeah, you might want to do a hard save.
I just almost no-clipped and got banned by the mods.
So what? Oh.
Yeah. I almost no-clipped through the floor, which is cheating, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if the world geometry lets you, like, no-clip through the floor, then it's perfectly allowed. I've played tons of Stalker. Shadow over Chernobyl. Oh, you missed one.
That happened to me when I was doing my own lone playthrough of Alan Wake 2, and I hadn't gotten a death yet, and then we were in the fight with Cynthia in the area with the water, and I just no-clipped through the floor and started falling.
Freedom!
And then Tor, as if on cue, said it's so dark I'm sinking, I can't see,
Nice. Do you just not want that note right now?
I clicked it, and that's how we went to go grab it.
I confirm the purchase of 25 bales of denim material from the Levy and Ross Co. factory on August 8th, 1905 by Mr. John Lewinson. Signed, J. Matthews.
Is that a Levi Strauss reference?
Possibly, yes.
From America, yep. Well, the word success, breakthrough, and lucrative business dance around it like review girls. The fabric, which is gaining popularity in America as clothing for workers, is also likely to catch on here, and no one has heard of it yet. Vistula visionary. He can already see the headline of the newspaper article. The new man doesn't look back and doesn't heed the prejudices of a bygone era. He proudly displays smoothly shaved cheeks, chooses strong colors without regard to their dark connotations, and reaches for unusual fabrics. The new decade, which belongs to those who make fashion, adjusts to them, not the other way around.
Well, Levi's did not win in Slav country. We all know what won in Slav country.
Adidas.
Adidas.
Abibas, if you can't afford the real deal.
I did not realize that it was a Slav thing to like those sorts of pants until someone told me that, like, oh, so you're wearing it because you're a Slav. I'm just like, no, they're comfy. Because they really
We must
are.
join a union and protect ourselves against electricity.
Mm-hmm. The evils of those demons in the wires. How does it work? It's some kind of witchcraft and magic. The, they are corrupting the youth. What next? People staying up late, looking at light bulbs?
But if people learn to engrave tablets, they will no longer share tales with word of mouth.
Exactly.
What do you want
They're
to tell
corrupting
me,
this
friend?
youth. Up the stairs, I think.
Shows what you know, idiot.
Victor, hurry. We'll be late for Mass.
I'm coming, Mother.
I'm coming, Commander.
Mother.
Mother.
It's the mother. Mother. You don't even know which way Mass is, Victor.
Oof. There we go.
I wonder if all the Saluthors will have a mechanic like this.
Maybe.
That'd be neat. That would be neat.
He is. I have had him since childhood, though.
That is true. He is the special one.
Did I just hear Oopir getting impatient?
Victor, do you think that when you have a husband, you have to argue with him?
I will not have a
suppose so.
husband.
I don't want a husband. You don't have to get one, but I'm worse off. Grażynka says that when I grow up, she'll find me a husband.
On the side of the street, we found you one. It was $7 and 3 quid. That's an inviting building.
I remember that. The last Sunday before Father stopped taking us to church. Because of me. I accidentally touched the priest's stele as he passed us with a censer. That was the first time when I felt another person's thoughts, their intentions. I heard the words of someone's confession that the priest was thinking about. It was like they were directed at me. And I didn't falter to share them with the rest of the congregation. Oops. Mother didn't manage to stop me, and my indiscretion caused the prominent marriage to fall apart. My parents' marriage not long after.
It's all your fault, Victor. Remember, take the fault upon yourself. Grow strong from it. Crush the anger and hatred into a burning ember of fire within you and enrage it.
Are you on crack,
No. It's a fun little meme that I like to do sometimes where it's like, take that repression and make it a cold, small little pellet until it burns with the fusion of 1,000 stars. No, you have to give it a better tone than it. It's gravy.
Gravy.
You have to give it that sultry taste.
Gravy.
That's an enjoyable meal. There is no better sensation than the feeling of gravy sliding down your throat.
Oh my god.
Nothing can be kept secret from me.
The petals of the mallows tremble in the wind, just like her lips trembled during the first kiss that hot summer. Violet rippled with sunshine and her heart filled with sweetness. The memory of that moment awakens every time she colors the canvas with violet. Longing for dreams, daydreaming, wishing for what is out of reach. A foulard dyed with synthetic mauveine will enliven the silhouette. Black wool pants will add class, and a diamond-patterned vest will provide some contrast. A new era is coming. A man no longer needs to dress modestly. This is some good inspiration for that tailor, isn't it?
Yeah, but isn't that the clothes you're wearing?
Maybe? I don't know.
That sounds like the clothes you're wearing right now.
Oh well.
Well, your pants aren't black. No, wait. They kind of are? And you... What color's mauve? Oh, mauve is more purple than what you're wearing. Okay, so it's not completely, but you have a diamond patterned vest on. I remember that.
Photograph shows a woman in lingerie tying her corset. Caption, Lady
Nothing can
Dragonfly.
be kept secret from me.
At 7 Arowinska Street resides Lady Dragonfly, a luxury courtesan who's fond of traveling. She offers her clients an extraordinary experience during a ceremony that coddles the senses. Sure. I'm down to clown.
Mm-hmm.
Only $500 an hour.
It's rubles. Rubles are not worth as much. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I know. I was just making it up. True bliss. It wasn't what I expected, but I must admit that Japanese tea is without equals. Oh, a tea ceremony. That was way more wholesome than I expected.
I'm surprised it wasn't a geisha.
Yes, sir.
But then he had to make it weird,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What does Massa do for you today?
The price of adulthood. Every day I feel like blowing my brains out. Another price of adulthood. I will eat 5 scoops at once and no one can do anything about it. Oh,
Pick it up off the ground and finish it. We paid good money for that.
we paid good rubles. Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, you remember me, Father? Father, you remember me? You remember me? Remember I told you that Lady Suzette was sleeping around with the entire congregation?
Let's go to a bakery.
That's how her marriage fell apart.
Pâtissier. Why is this guy just straight on dressing his kid down in the middle of the fucking bakery?
Like, what is that other child? Just like acting like a 30-year-old man. It's like, yes. Just hands at the hip and just like elbows out and it's like, yes. Well, you know,
There's
it's
nothing
obvious.
in the bakery for me.
Get smaller. What of it?
It's nice to move pawns around the board at your whim. I don't know the reason for the concern in Mr. Vladik's face as he was watching me closely throughout the game.
Obviously, you're going to steal the pawns. They're heirloom, after all. Heirloom.
Level up. But I'm saving them for my first words. Salutor.
You should have enough inspiration by now to tell people how to make all the clothes. Why are all the children sad in this area?
I don't know.
Is that another Salutor? Is it the Salutor of misbehaving children?
Atelier. What kind of measurements are these, fucking bastard and whoreson? How do I sew this?
Well, let's get this over with. I've got some fresh ideas for you.
Promising. But you can't keep wearing the same attire. Please, come back to me if you find more inspiration. Meanwhile, I shall attend to my work. Please, excuse me.
More inspiration?
Yep.
Oh! I got clothing for each one of those.
Okay, so that's probably how you should change your clothing.
Good proportions.
Thank you.
Alterations won't take long. Your name and address, sir?
Victor Shulsky, 9 Green Square.
I'll send a messenger when I'm done. Now,
Yeah, you can.
I'd like to go to my business.
Oh, look at those scissors.
All right.
Yeah.
You know how there was a blacksmith and a red smith and a white smith and a goldsmith way back when?
Yeah.
Did you know there was a scissor smith? Like there was actually a profession for people who would just put scissors together, not make the blades, not make the metal.
Just the people that joined them?
Yeah, just joining them. What's it called? Oh yeah, they were called a scissors putter togetherer. That was the name of the profession. And there's still only there's only like a few dozen left on Earth today, because we do it just by machine all now. And it was actually a really hard job to make scissors that would actually work well, because the blades have to both curve inwards, but at just the right angle that they self-sharpen every time you cut. And they stay, like, they touch at every point along the curvature. I think there's only I think the last one in Britain closed down not too long ago. Just a couple of years ago.
Okay, I gotta do that and then go back in time for something in the afternoon. I don't recall which.
Yep. As per how most schedules work.
Him. I gotta get to the Oriental party here. But for now.
But for
What
for?
What is a but for? It is for pooping. Ah ha ha ha.
Holly hocks.
Holy crap, these are some obtuse buttons.
I've got mixed feelings about my job right now. I enjoy the work, but I care so little about the product we sell. I work at a greenhouse. I've mentioned, I think, before on this stream.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't care to learn the name of any of the flowers.
I didn't know they'd be selling vegetables here.
Well, no, vegetables I'm totally cool with. Trees and shrubs, neat. Flowers, I'm like, they're red or they're yellow, and I have to try and make up ways to make that sound appealing.
Put me in an early grave.
Duh, because it's always the woman's fault when a man starts getting certain notions.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect.
That's why wives.
Can Abauretse come with us to the sea?
Out of the question. Holidays are to be spent with family, with loved ones, not with servants.
Ah.
Yeah. And I was going to say, and that's why sometimes the wife of the family has a little bottle filled with very strong smelling and not very strong tasting substances labeled respect.
He's getting upset.
Listen, boy. You'll be the head of this family someday, and you have to understand that family is the one thing you can always rely on. Especially since you're a temperomancer. Others will rob you, kill you, or even worse, ruin you. You should keep your friends close, but never behind your back. And your enemies you should keep even closer, next to your heart, because only then will they not surprise you.
Is this a warning about Rasputin?
Perhaps. He is always standing behind me, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, I hear you, beer.
Rarely did I see my father so furious. He thought that a trip to the once Polish Baltic Sea would improve his chilly relations with Mother. I really didn't want to go. I preferred to play with Aborice in the streets of Praga. Mom wasn't disappointed that we stayed either. I didn't want to step on Father's toes again, so I asked Ligia to make a scene, like she did when Grażynka tried sending her to bed and she wanted to keep reading. I didn't even have to persuade her much. I wondered if it was the power of the twin bond or if I manipulated her subconsciously back then. Now I know I couldn't do it without forming our pact, but if that's the case, what were you doing here?
This part of Warsaw is for you.
It mentioned the piss twice,
Yeah. Wow, that took a little while to load in.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have like I don't know, like Bitcoin mining going on in the background or something?
Wait for events to unfold.
Yeah, either that or this game is really bad at unloading assets. There's something sparkly over there, just to your north.
So there is. Hey friend, this afternoon in the Vienna passageway, ask Lecky about the rumors of Professor Z. Just don't forget to start with the magic words. Cheers.
Is the magic word Magneto?
I don't know.
Oh wait, that's 4th years too early. Never mind. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah. Hey, it's a hole in the wall. A handful of tips. When you come to work, open the window in the vestibule. I left the keys in the back room by the drawer. When Dushki, long gray beard, one red eye, comes in, don't give him more than 3 pictures or he'll be starting fights. When Lecky, gray-haired, as a limp, comes in, make sure you don't say, in the old days things were different, or things used to be better, because he'll start talking for hours and sit there until closing time.
Good to know. Handwritten instructions for a new employee. Apparently a fellow by the name of Lecky is quite the chatterbox.
Lucky's boy is painted green, hi, me boys. Lucky's boy is painted green.
Instructions for Antos. For this month, buy what you usually do, canvases, paints, and turpentine in the usual amount, and double the amount of crimson and snow white. Tell the seller that Lesniewski will settle with him the following week.
Am I a magician or what?
A note with a shopping list. The painter Lesniewski apparently plans to paint a picture in which the colors of white and red will play a special role.
Does it have anything to do with the dead body and the white clothes?
Different guy. And Tony Lesniewski is organizing an exhibition of his work which contains patriotic themes hidden on many levels. The exhibition will be available for viewing in the evenings at the apartment of 94-8 Marszałkowska Street.
I mean, all that other artist would need to do to make his paintings look patriotic is make it look like the secret police are the ones who killed her.
Huh.
Patriotism, defamation, it's the same thing. Could be. Ooh.
Results of the contest for readers. A month ago, we announced the contest for the most interesting and funny anecdote about Warsaw. We received plenty of submissions, among which we were most moved by the tale written down by Mr. Antoni Leckie. The humor and levity of writing brought the author of Fiacre Adventure first place to our contestant. Once we do a little editing, the text will be published in the next issue of the Daily Courier. The newspaper opened on a column with the results for the contest of the most interesting anecdote in Warsaw. The winner was Antoni Leckie. Leckie, who's a well-known storyteller, likes to visit the passageway by the Vienna station. If he hears you mention something about how things used to be, he will seize the opportunity to tell you amusing anecdotes about Warsaw.
Neat.
I guess I need to go find him then, huh? Day by day, the repetitive clatter of machines, the seamstress's hands work abstractedly. After hours of sewing, they wither like flowers lacking water. She's been quilting these fabrics for so many years. Nothing ever changes, except for the hands becoming more and more weak and wrinkled.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Man, she needs to replace the hands she keeps in the hand drawer.
Gotta find that Mr. Thing.
I was hoping a trolley would come by so I could absent-mindedly get run over.
Hey, it's only an accident if you do it on purpose. Wait, other way around. It's only on purpose if it's an accident.
Nothing can lift your mood like a good story, especially when mine appears to have been written by a mad and cruel demigod. Ah, Leckie.
That's an interesting looking cane.
That's an interesting looking character. Oh, afternoon.
Time to go to the afternoon exhibit.
We shall take the trolley.
To where?
Warsaw's most affluent districts in the witchery of all pickpockets is rumored that they have their own school somewhere in Prague where they study the thieving trade.
Yes. There's a modern day thieves guild. It's not just in the stories anymore.
Oi, don't make me call the guy.
Boss, we need to start over. The whole base layer. What's other stomping cut out here for? You're making my people angry. Can't you see the work is in full swing here?
Pride.
No. Do you have a problem with that?
I have a problem with people like you not giving a shit about people like me who work for people like you. And when in fear, then it's workers and the world unite. Why don't you start a fucking revolution?
Get lost! We want to earn our daily bread.
You gonna show them what for?
They're having a bad day, I think, and it's about to get worse.
If you can't afford bread, why don't you eat cake?
Oh my god!
Just you wait. We could use some exercise.
Why
after
then do
all
they not
that
eat brioche?
Are you sure, boss?
is the final conflict.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
That man has a gun. Take him down. Shoot him.
Hang on. Who has a gun, man?
I'm making the joke that since he's
Oh.
holding a hammer, we're the police. We can say he has a gun. Ladder
Oof.
Maker, I can give some comments on native flowers that I really enjoy, but yeah, I'm not quite yet in that swing of long weeks at the flower shop just yet.
Ah, fuck, wrong guy.
Can you undo it?
No. Wait. Oh. I think that was the skip button. I almost clicked it.
Why would there be a skip button? Skip your turn, don't fight. These guys have actually pretty low hit points. Higher focus than usual, but... Yeah. Yeah, Bully, there are definitely some characters in here who have the thick boa model on. Which, honestly, I really appreciate it. I don't like it when games tend to have... Every body has the same profile with a different head on top.
Oh.
You got punched in the face,
Ow.
but good. And then the other guy decided to come up and make sure your collarbone was, pierced through the thorax. Or chest cavity, I mean. The permanently disabled invulnerability. Well, it's not very invulnerable then, is it? I like the rise in the combat music rate, but that three chords bit riff.
Owie.
You're lucky he's not going for the throat.
Pretty sure that guy's about to die at the start of the next round.
But I don't think he's going to get a kick off on you, though.
Oof, he is going to lose a lot of focus.
Yep.
Peep, peep. god, his beak is covered in blood.
Mm-hmm. What is his status again? Suffering.
Breakdown and suffering.
So yeah, you can just strong attack him. He's down.
Finish him.
Yeah, he was dead with the first hit, and then you just hit him right in the face for a second.
Now, I would like to go to my Oriental party, please.
Yeah. I can't feed my kids dignity. After shift, though, we'll go for cream cakes. Kids they can eat tomorrow.
On the plus side, it's right next door.
Yeah. Hey, they are gonna go eat cake. Yeah.
You, who transform my stormy nights into sunny days, and in the depths of sleep extinguish the spells of waking. Over the course of evening at Count Orkowski's, I comprehend the true meaning of these words.
The true meaning.
Did we... Oh, I'm drinking a drink out of a coconut. I thought I was smoking opium for a second there.
I mean, it could be liquid opium in a coconut. You're just that high tolerance to it now. Pure liquid opium. Makes the pain go away.
I haven't gotten into enough fights. I need more.
Mm-hmm.
This is me preparing for the rumble by doing jazz snapping in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
You're messing with the greasers now.
You just got to do that toe pop.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Bully style. You put the lime in the
More likely to get a blade between your ribs than a shot. God damn it! Straight conversation. With me, you're more likely to get a gay conversation.
Yep. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think we're going to get one of those 3 salutors before we get... No, the cost is going up.
Yeah, the cost is going up, but look at that. Faster salutor speed. Oh.
And we have new upgrades. The bloody debts. Boy. Hope I'm not coming down with something. I'm feeling really cold. Hopefully it's just lack of sleep. Wait. Was it you mentioning the other day how one of the best human inventions ever was inside?
No. That would have been someone else.
I was just thinking, because at work I spend all of my time outside. It is sometimes really nice to have the invention inside.
Oh, yeah. Fight Club. Don't talk about it.
Time to get in them fisticuffs. Rule number 2.
Gotta walk all slow.
First night at Fight Club, you fight.
Yeah, you're lucky you survived tuberculosis, and now you're just over here whoring. Good for you, huh? Feels so good to smack someone in the kisser sometimes, and better yet, to watch said smacking from a distance. Bruh, I did combat setup. How could you do this to me? Bruh.
I like how the police are just right outside watching the building.
It's fine.
You should go up talk to them.
It's fine.
See what they got to say. Just say, hey there, Pose Leasley.
Nah, but I sure could go for the Moonshine Bar. Never
Yep.
been there before.
Yeah, no, that guy won't be there. Guaranteed. He'll have gone home.
Probably.
It's not like he has anything better to do, right?
You again?
Who's this asshole? I'm out of here. Whoop. Just disappear.
Okay, we'll have to go there next time right early in the morning, like 8 a.m. Because there's no way that he was drinking all night and still there.
This is 8 a.m., huh?
It's like 2 a.m. I mean like 6 a.m. when the real drunks just fall asleep.
Well, I mean, it should be past last call by now.
You think last call's a thing yet? Nah, hell nah. Last call is when you go home for the night. When you get on your horse and you don't even have to give it directions because it knows which way to go. The original self-driving car.
So... Yeah, we're the Mustache Boys.
Oh, yeah.
We're here to steal your mustache, huh?
Or whatever kind of stash you got.
I'm sorry. What was that? Look at this dandy walking around like he owns the place.
You know what I said, Sarah.
It doesn't tell me what time the exhibition is supposed to be.
This is obviously the right time.
Yeah, the exhibition is clearly...
2 a.m. in the morning? Makes perfect sense.
Did I just pick a fight and I didn't even know it was happening?
Maybe.
In relation to the situation in Pavsla, I demand immediate progress, otherwise you will be demoted and dismissed from this case. Colonel Sergei Buratov. Or, in other words, I demand immediate progress, stop,
Yeah. Get shit done.
In relation to the situation, stop. Just stop, okay? Just stop.
Hey, periods are kind of hard, man.
Lines on the crumpled paper reflect the scars on the cowering, nervous heart. Panic prompts one to take matters into one's own hand. This small ball of paper weighs more than Sisyphus' boulder, and the world is closing in around Pelavin in a catastrophic dance.
Halt, 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 halt.
Nice rocks. They smell like downtown.
What are you sniffing around here for?
Nice ass. It smells like your mom's downtown, huh?
I try not to cross anybody.
Weaklings shouldn't venture into Povishla.
Maybe he's the murderer. The young master was bored and came to Povishla for a taste of gore.
He'll taste it all right.
His own.
That's good, because my last fight plans just fell through, so that just works out perfect.
Yep.
Oh, look, we have an audience, too,
Mm-hmm. People betting on you.
Oh my god, and they're little weaklings, too.
The one guy is pretty toughy. Oh, you're not going to be able to disable his regen at all.
Oh, well.
He's got a knife! He's got a knife! And he's got a knife! I like how you recover the wounds after every battle, no matter how short.
Bonk, bonk.
Why'd you split up like that?
Because I wanted to add suffering to that dude, so I would be able to take 2 focus off.
Show the kids how it's done.
And yeah, let's get this guy's shield off. Doom. Yeah, we can always use more suffering.
Bringing the suffering to the world.
Ow.
Hey.
Owie!
Avoid the kidney. I've been stabbed and punched there a lot this past week, man. You know how many children it takes to get me a new kidney? Like 6. And they can only give me 2 before they have to, like, I have to find new ones. I wonder how the Salutors are going to look like once you have more than 4.
That's a good question.
Victron,
what am I doing?
exactly. You're like, this guy's left side has taken like 90% of the damage in his fights. The other 10%'s gone to his face.
That's slow as hell, huh?
Yep.
Oh well. Break the focus of 25 enemies.
Bonk goes the head. Doom. Man down. Kidney down.
I might have messed that order up, huh? Oh well.
Yeah, he threatened you good. Victron, I've heard that strat before. I think that's, you know, like, you know those French people that used to give each other scars on the cheeks with epées? I think that was the tactic there. He gave him a kiss.
Ow.
Mr. Meat there's about to have a bad day. Did that cause bleeding, and what was the health symbol meant?
Oh, it transferred all of my negative states to him, huh?
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what negative state he had.
Well, go over top and let's see what they are.
He already died, I can't,
Oh.
Oh my god, I faked with the right and hit with the left,
Nice. After the fight, everyone just kind of steps out of the shadows like we didn't see nothing.
Yeah. Oh, I should have gone to the brothel at night. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. There's always another night.
Yep.
Ooh.
I got...
What quest do we have right now?
I guess I can prepare for this soiree.
Will that progress the plot and make you lose the other quests?
I don't think it'll progress it that much. At least I hope not.
Okay. Give it a save now, just in case.
Well, I mean, I can't just be doing side quests that don't even do anything all night.
That is fair.
Let's just look at the shiny painting we drew.
Yep. The negative state known as death. Hey, death cures what ails you. It replaces all other status conditions.
Yeah.
If you have like 30 status conditions, now you only have one. Now they only have to fix one status condition. That's so much easier. That's how that works, right?
Sure. Green Square saw every day through the shadows, a piece of light season, the space was the round of your romance and local friends.
Local feuds.
Oh, I was so close.
Yeah, I was reading it from the back to the start just to finish it off. Don't be dumb. This is the best one yet.
Ah, my house.
Well, no, it's your sister's house.
It's our house.
No, it was left to your sister.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, you don't own anything.
Counterpoint. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You're not the lord of the house anymore. Your father had no time for your shit.
Well,
Victor, this is a gift for you.
I don't know.
I see you went to a barber. That's something at least.
Recently I met a bearded guy who's not especially fussy about his appearance. And yes, people welcome him everywhere with open arms anyway.
Maybe he's a natural charmer. I've heard that can get you into the Imperial even without a tailcoat.
Very funny.
Are you getting dressed so we can go, or have you changed your plans?
And then I just fuck off,
The plans?
Yes,
the
let's go and
plans.
see if I do fit in.
In that case, I'll go get changed too. Look at you. And here I worried I was the only one who looked good in trousers. Very
Oh,
chic
snap.
choice.
Wow.
Thank you. You look fantastic.
Thank you. You think Papa would be mad that we're going to a party right after his funeral?
Yep, and that's just perfect.
I hope so.
Victor.
Close enough, right?
You could have kept from losing the Black Grimoire. Are we ready?
I'm pretty sure it was taken off him after he died. Incredible sewage system, more slanders, 20th century modern day cesspool. I read that's some kind of conspiracy, though.
Yeah, a loss is a loss. You know what? Him losing the Black Grimoire, that was a skill issue.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Imperial Hotel. How may I help you?
Ligia Shulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumiantseva.
Yes, we are expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
I'm impressed. How did you sort that out?
Our name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
Wonder whose marriage he's going to break up tonight.
Yeah.
It was almost like that was a premonition.
Whoever stands between me and this salutor we're about to see.
Yeah.
Snack.
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Victor?
Midas.
Victor. Victor. Can you hear me?
Yes. Of course.
These people are just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the virus.
Everything's all right. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise.
How is he holding that book?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Is the belt like sticking out a bit?
I think it's just a glitch.
We'll be able to see in a second here. I guess you can't. Can you zoom in?
I heard a long hiss and a rustle of scales. This can only mean one thing. There's a salutor somewhere in the Imperial Hotel and someone with a flaw. Oh, I guess it is.
So it's got like kind of like a holster.
Ah.
That sticks out a bit.
Birdie.
Bird.
A procession of slender legs, a review of colorful feathers and sweet voices. Unlike vaudeville dancers, these beauties make their lovers part with their fortunes unwittingly.
Hey-oh. There's not that many birds in the cage.
Not in the cage, but in all the others.
I guess, yeah, there's a whole collection. That would be so noisy.
Golden cage is an exotic bird watching me with its beady little black eyes. On the golden cage is the whisper of a woman who contemplated opening it. She was close to releasing the birds for a lark to watch the ensuing chaos, yet something stopped her and the birds are still in the cage.
We got a rabble rouser here. Shit disturber.
Well, well, someone new.
Good evening.
Good evening, Viktor Shulsky.
Irina Orlova.
Hey, that's my name
Those
too!
Orlovs. This is Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Shulsky.
The Governor General's daughter herself. How do you do?
What can you tell us?
No.
Sophia is this year's debutante and enjoys a lot of interest. She's a young socialite who relishes the attention she elicits.
How are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're getting a lot of attention.
Really?
Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
Just walk away. That's an option. Just leave.
You
Like,
know
nah.
what?
I suspect you want to hear more about the book.
We've never met a thaumaturgist before. To tell the truth, I didn't believe they existed.
A thaumaturge. Don't worry. But now you do.
Well, it depends on what kind of trick you show us, Mr. Shulsky.
Oh no.
Hey, do you want to see me,
Let's get kicked out of the party, boys!
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
Nah, I'm gonna get too prideful.
Someone was recently playing with a lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Shulsky?
You're gonna get fired.
Oh, you can get another secret. Yeah.
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
Except then I have two things on you. And you have none.
Fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
Oh well, it's something.
How naughty. None of your fathers know?
None. Especially not Sophia's. Otherwise, he wouldn't have let her come.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
I'm gonna go narc.
What now?
Mm-hmm.
I need to slip away for a moment.
We should go as well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyantseva has invited a real medium.
Will there be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
Spooky. Oh no, they're gone. With a mother of pearl handle, likely used predominantly to conceal the owner's cheeky grin. Sophia. A classic social move, cheap but highly effective. The fan's owner dropped it with playful intent with the purpose of drawing my attention. She shan't be disappointed. Seance poster. The poster's surface radiates with the positive emotions of passers-by who have laid eyes on the advertisement, such as curiosity about the psychic or excitement revealed by a quick heart rate. Apparently, Madame's seances are quite popular.
Popular. Popular for the populist club.
What did we come here for? These soirees are for old people.
Good evening. May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
Look, one of the old
You
people.
keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See, I told you he was in love. Miss Scowan is out of your league, my friend.
To say nothing of her father.
Old Scowan and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure.
So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime?
Not much. The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Ligia Shulska, she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her.
She'd actually prefer Sophia Scowan, according to what I've heard. Well, what do you think?
I think I'm about to feed you your fucking teeth, huh? Sergei wants to impress his his companions. He hopes they'll see him as a worthy candidate for the Governor General's daughter. Sergei has plans regarding Sophia, but they're yet to be realized. Oh my, look at his fucking face. He's furious, huh?
He's got that,
My name is Viktor Shulsky.
unhappy grin going on.
There we have it.
And I don't like what I just heard, especially about my sister.
And, what are you going to do about it?
Damn. Walk
Pardon
away.
me, gentlemen. I promised that I would be well behaved tonight.
Lunatic.
Vectron, you're not wrong. I
need
think
to
that
get
is more in
proud
line with
fast.
what Victor would say. I'm talking an awful lot of shit there.
Fucko.
I don't deceive you.
I need to get more proud and fast.
Yup. You know what would entertain me? If your sister was still with you in this conversations and she started the fight, she was on your side for one of the fights.
Yeah.
You just got your blood over my dress. How dare you bleed this hard when I punch you?
Mr. Shulsky?
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you
Not
to
a fan of the crowd, I guess.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
What's wrong with your face?
Same question.
What's wrong with your eyes, old man?
Passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
Oh,
I feel
Victor
like I
here.
can find that way. I feel like I can find that out on my own, huh?
Yeah, Victor knows a fair bit about
Thaumaturge or policeman could say the same.
Your interest flatters me. Who knows? Maybe the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree, and someday we'll even be friends.
How well did you know my tree?
We enjoyed talking and lending one another a hand.
If I may, there's one question niggling at me. How did you get so many scars?
Why do you ask?
I've heard
Because
that
I'm an extremely
Russian officers in
inappropriate
training
person and I'm
have
drunk.
drunken duels with sailors after hours.
No. A very peculiar custom, if that's true.
So where did those scars come from?
I've led an interesting life.
The cream of Warsaw society is here, so I thought it would be worth showing my face.
With a name like yours, I'm sure you fit right in. After all, someone must have invited you.
Hang on a sec.
Say you came with your sister. Oof. Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if pride is good or bad or not.
It's a thing. Like I'm guessing, like Renegade versus Paragon and Mass Effect.
Yeah, but all I'm getting is gated from stuff, and so far I haven't gotten anything for not being prideful.
I'm guessing prideful closes out other paths in the moment. Know what I mean?
I'm
It's
not
like if
worthy.
you insult
My
somebody,
sister brought
it's
me
gonna
along out
fight
of pity,
now.
I think.
I'm not sure. I'll ask on the
So,
Discord between streams.
Miss Ligia is here too.
Why do you ask?
No reason. What are you hoping for this evening?
Who knows? Maybe I'm keeping an eye out for the future Mrs. Schulska.
Best of luck. You'll need it, since Ligia ended up with the entire inheritance.
We both know Rasputin's gonna hook you up.
My sister didn't inherit everything.
That's right, in fact. After all, Stanisław had his little black magic book. But I don't see you carrying it.
Hey there, Mad Crow.
2 is more than I can carry. I left it at home.
Understandable.
Who did you say you were to my father?
A trusted acquaintance. I supported him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
Which of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time. Goodbye, Mr. Szulski.
Yes, I'm sure.
I hope it gets cool for you soon there, Crow. Wait. This is
Alright, now what did you say about my sister?
What are you looking for again, lunatic?
Damn it,
Not enough pride.
Lunatic.
Stop calling me that. I'm busy trying to find people to insult so I can fight you,
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of people here you can go on with.
Svetlana Petrovna Rumyana Svestra.
And the general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bautski replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orloffs.
Who might this be joining our conversation?
You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Viktor Szulski.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party.
See you there.
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
I admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
And believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
I've already met several distinguished guests. Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of this season?
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Skawan herself is to grace us with her presence.
Well, well.
I already met her.
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
How is it being part of the Tsar's court?
It is a blessing and a curse. Forgive me if I do not elaborate.
What if you did, though?
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you, both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow.
That
Please
brooch is
accept
cool.
my condolences.
Yeah. So's Victor's, for that matter.
Yeah, but like her brooch, the inside piece and the outside piece are connected to the cloth at different points.
Ah.
They rotate with each other.
Svetlana Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Shulsky, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance. It will be an unforgettable experience. I wonder, is that truly everything our soirée can offer you?
I've got no choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to mince words.
Svetlana refuses to talk openly with me. Maybe she's anxious about all the gossip-hungry ears around us. Still, I can feel she wants to tell me something. I should watch her surroundings closely. Maybe I can learn something that way.
Maybe she's cursed with the Salutor.
Maybe, but she's...
Thaumaturgy never fails.
She just doesn't want to tell me about it here.
Row of candles. A row of burning candles. Probably for an air mystery. An image emerges from the flame. A hand dancing over the fire. A gaze that follows it. And lips uttering the words of anxious excitement. A promise of capturing the certainty of success. You will be mine. Who is this about? Madame Samiria.
Mysterious book, a leather-bound volume, property of Madame Samira. Quickly jotted notes, nervous browsing, legible notes, and something else. A deed I cannot define. Something is obscuring it from me, as if the book doesn't want to be read. Strange. Have you considered picking it up and reading it with your two eyes instead of your third one?
No. The book is, if you're allergic to the book, you see. It's made with that one thing you're allergic to.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Enough. What do you want?
Oh.
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. Have you come here to torment me? Unmask me?
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
God damn it, I was trying to read that. Not only a powerful psychic, but also a thaumaturge. Aware of the wild Salutor's presence, she wants to capture him for herself and is not happy to have another thaumaturge around. She's clearly determined to get the Salutor, which is why she's trying so hard to dissuade me from the hunt.
I think your idea of pretending to be a medium is fantastic.
It sounds like I impress you.
How many people know?
Is that a threat?
Your Siren is quite impressive.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Madame, you're being impolite. What about a little competition? We'll see who wins.
I'll pass.
So the Salutor looks impressive, to say the least. It's Siren. It matches her mysterious aura. That was the biggest web so far, I think.
Yeah.
Behind the mysterious guide of Madame Samira is a thaumaturge accompanied by Siren, as intriguing as herself. The role of a psychic allows Samira to freely frequent social gatherings that also lure the Salutor she's chasing.
I noticed a wild Salutor here. I understand your being here has something to do with him in particular.
Keep your nose out of this.
Why?
Because I'm warning you.
What do you know about this Salutor? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters is picking out the person in this crowd with the flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
The person with the flaw attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
So the person with the flaw will take part in the seance. The thaumaturge cleverly planned everything.
Everything.
That's not such a ladylike tone, madame. Maybe we should just let the best one catch that saluter.
You mean yourself?
Oh, she didn't like that.
So should we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Shulsky, but you can call me Victor.
Now, Mr. Shulsky, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
She does not like you.
No.
She needs to spend some time with that Mr. Rasputin.
Empty champagne glasses. The lips that sipped champagne a moment ago kept uttering cutting words of contempt. Someone clearly regrets marrying the alleged idiot Louisa, but I doubt she's an idiot, the idiot in this relationship.
Yeah.
Shusky.
So how late you planning on going tonight?
Only a few more minutes.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if we were going to 10.
Here you are.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Viktor Shulsky.
The last Shulsky to wear trousers. You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune.
Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife.
Oof.
But let's talk like men. You intend to take over your father's company, correct?
No. Betcha Wachowski's wife.
Gentlemen, my sister knows what she's doing. Across the world, women rule over entire
Stormbreaker.
societies, like Great Britain. Do you remember Queen Victoria?
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Yes?
You're
What's
new
that?
money.
You've lost your mind.
Oh my god. Oh,
As
god damn
Stormbreaker
it.
says, rah rah Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. There was
I've
a
worked
cat
long
that
and hard
really
at that.
was gone.
Good luck with your business, miss.
Your sister will remember this.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Have I crossed the line?
Nonsense. You know, thank you for believing in me, especially in front of other people. It means a lot.
I'm a good brother.
Any progress with Svetlana?
Mm-hmm.
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
Change the
Ram
subject.
has spotted a salutar that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutor?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes. I'm glad you're here.
Are you also hunting for him?
I admit I like to have him. I haven't made up my mind.
Be careful.
I am. That's why I haven't made up my mind.
That sure sounds like a word-based salutor. Valez, the Slavic lord of the underworld, a god of wealth, a schemer. The soiree gives him the perfect conditions for feeding, goading, and plotting.
Asepulus, some of them actually even sound American.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
Strange, Ligia usually refrains from gossiping. She's always been the first to condemn such behavior. What she said about Svetlana may have been caused by the salutor's influence on the environment. Oh, it's poisoning her.
Yep.
The high society breathes scandal and imbibes gossip from other people's lips, which sits very well with the salutor prowling around. The flaw must belong to someone keen on playing games and plotting, a schemer by nature.
I'd better change the subject. Sofia Skawan, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawan can't stand thaumaturges.
Scallon is not very fond of thaumaturges. Why am I not surprised? Another person who sees an obscure threat in us, huh?
Guess who I ran into again?
But his daughter
All
seems to really like
mysterious
us.
and carved up.
Ivan Konyechkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist.
Dun dun
You enjoying yourself in this viper's den?
The vodka is quite tolerable. I'm observing my own brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But now I have to go.
I'm going.
Goodbye.
Words. Siren and Velis. Siren arrived in Rus together with Persian merchants. According to Slavic beliefs, they sing sacred songs that bring luck, but people can be led astray by these songs. They're seductively
That one doesn't look... Go ahead.
They're seductively beautiful and extremely dangerous. The flaws they are interested in are those related to great sadness, the desire to forget, forbearance, charity, and forgiveness.
What does Velas look like?
Hang on. Siren I saw now belongs to Samira. This one I cannot have, no matter how badly I'd want to. Velas, the dignified golden serpent, is a Slavic representation of a god of the underworld, wealth and intrigue, a perfect combination for high society. The flaws it follows are related to secrecy, an inclination to manipulate, scheming, a penchant for causing confusion, and a desire to watch the world burn as a result of one's intrigues. Yeah. Alright. I do believe we are going to call it.
Alrighty. Anywho, thank you all for visiting us this fine evening. Where did I put that? Yes, there we go. I made a copy paste this time for these.
Toit.
Yoink. Yoink.
Yoink. Got all them links posted?
Almost.
I
gotta get the last one. Last one. Does it work yet? It doesn't work yet. No, it doesn't work yet. Just so everyone knows, there was a podcast put up just 3 days ago. So if you have a chance, go check it out. It was pretty decent. Although, this is Chris nodding off, as I've been doing for the last 10 minutes.
Yep. I am Noot, also starting to nod off, so y'all have a good night.
Good night, good evening, and good morning if it's good day.
Oh,
Cheers,
yeah.
all.